Hello and welcome back to Songs of Syx. It's been a while, and on the last series, I basically just got tired. I've played the Garthimes on this build before, and it wasn't very challenging. Although some people may say that's cope, I personally wasn't having much of a fun time. I wasn't really being challenged either, so I just didn't continue with the series. I have been wanting to play Tilapi, as in the title, for so long now. This is a group of people who I really enjoy. So we're going to go over quickly what the Tilapi are good for, and then I'm going to start building their city, basically. So if you are unfamiliar with the Tilapi, if you've never played with them, they are really good at ranged combat. They are adequate with pretty much everything else. They're decent at carpentry. They're great at making bows. So basically, their goal is to herd animals and cut down trees. They like to live in the woods. They live by the harmony. So lots of trees, lots of dirt roads, things like that. And they also like round shapes. They're cannibals. They like to be violent. They have all kinds of interesting things about them that I enjoy. And I really want to get into them and kind of build a city based on them, because I know that this is the race that I could really pop off on. And I know people like to see those big, amazing cities. So here I am. I'm going to get to it. And I'll see you guys in a moment when I have a nice small town set up. Welcome back. Welcome back. And here we are, the start of a beautiful Tilapi society. This is what I love about the Tilapis. Some people may think that because they like round, they have to have forced round roads. Personally, I don't like that. I like to force the round buildings into square roads, kind of like this here. So we have some nice workshops. I'm going to go over what we started with here. We have our tailor. We have 5 guys working in the tailor. You can see they're pumping away. They're taking some of that leather from our orc pastures here across the street. And then they processed that down into some shirts, clothes. We have a bunch of clothes coming in here. And we also have cotton. We're going to have eventually that cotton be turned into a fabric, which we can then put into making clothes. But at the moment, we are just going to store that up and sell it. We have wood over here. This is our wood warehouse with all of our furniture, as well as stored furniture, and our carpenter right next to it. And as you can see, we have tons of flower beds and all kinds of stuff. I forgot to put some flower beds over here, but that's okay. We are just decorating as much as we can. We have a cannibal. No one's working here because no one's dead. Whenever someone dies, I put someone there. Our janitor, our main warehouse here. This is just kind of the central warehouse, but it's primarily there for the orc pastures. all of the meat and the leather is going to get stored here, and then things like this we can get rid of. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this. We don't need that. Or this. Or that. So these things will get put into this area here. This is our main, like, forage warehouse. So basically anyone who's foraging will go and grab stuff and bring it back here, or the delivery man will go grab it from them. And then we have our main plaza area. We have 2 nice food stalls, a hearth, or 2 hearths, 2 speakers, some benches, these little fences here, and then I have these unique little wooden ceilings, kind of like V shapes or C shapes. The reason for that is if you look, they're actually very round, or for some reason this is not anymore. I'm wondering if it's because I took away the actual wall bit. I made them ceilings so that people could get through them, and as you can see, I also was experimenting with ceilings over here. We have a market, but it's under a ceiling, so it's indoors, an indoor market. Yes, you can build indoor markets, which begs bring the question of, can you put anything indoors? I'm going to bring that to the test on the next episode and kind of see if I can't force buildings like the speaker. Obviously the food stall can if the market can. I want to see if a stage can. I definitely know the fight pit can't because it's got these little walls and everything. But it seems like you can get away with or you can obviously get away with these. Maybe you can't get away with putting hearths if you build the walls or the ceilings first. You have to build the ceilings first. So if I wanted to build ceilings over this right now, I can. But if it was already there and then I built the market underneath, I can go in here, click, let's say, food stall, and I can start actually building it underneath buildings. So that's just something to keep in mind in case you'd like to implement that into your city. We have our export depot here, exporting livestock, any spare livestock. We have $54,000, and all of our spare excess wood is getting exported as well. Let's have this actually store a little bit of stone so that we have some stone. But we're doing great, we're doing great. This is the start of a beautiful Tilapi society. We have tons of orcs. Ideally, we want to keep expanding this. I took somebody's advice. They said that it's not always the smartest. And this is a comment from a while ago. I felt bad because I didn't really respond to it. Because sometimes, if I don't respond, it's not because of you. I'm usually just very busy, and I'm often tired, and I don't have time or anything valuable to say to you. But I do take note on everything everyone says, and I read all of the comments. And somebody said something really useful, which was that pastures don't really take... I can't describe it the way they described it, but the fertility doesn't really matter because the size matters. So there's still 27 animals, or rather the same amount of people working here. I honestly don't remember the exact thing they said, but they said it's not always the best idea to put the pastures on the most fertile ground. It's better to put it on less fertile ground and use your best fertile ground for things like this, fruit orchards. So we're going to have our fruit orchard producing fruit very soon, 38 days, and we're actually going to put another one like that. So the ideal situation, if one of them goes bad, we have another one. And what I'll actually do, just to kind of speed this process up, is we'll get an import depot and have them import some fruit so that they have a bunch of spare fruit coming into the city, and we can get our babies on the move. We have no spare people because I'm waiting to get the Tilapi nursery. Let's see what it actually costs. Yep, fabric, of course. Fabric is something that we can easily get though, so if we go into technology and we go up to here, weaver crude, that should be easy enough to get. And then if I go to refining, yep, it just takes that. So not a tough building at all to build. And the way I build these little buildings is kind of like this here. So if we're going to have, I want to make sure that this lines up. So that's that. One more over like that. That should go like there, and then like so. Toss a loom in there. A couple looms in there, I should say. So the thing about refining buildings that's different or more difficult than the crafting buildings is this, that their auxiliaries are a different shape. You can't fit as many people in these buildings as you can in the others, for sure. So we'll just do something like that, and then see if we can't fit another loom in here. Well, I guess if that works, that works. And then we'll put the storage right here. And that works because we're not going to be really using... We don't need another warehouse over here, but we already have that warehouse. Let that go like this. And the only reason why this is a thin road is because this is a in-between, and then there's going to be like this on either side. We have this main road going through. So I have a plan in mind. I have a plan in mind, and these little bug-shaped buildings, or these pill-shaped buildings, are a big part of that. Look at this guy. Is he wearing a bunch of clothes? How much clothes are you wearing? No, he's just got a regular amount of clothes on, but it looks like he's decked out. They all should be having some clothes on because we're getting clothes up there. Nobody should be naked. And ideally, I'd like to get water actually running through the city down through here. And I want to build pools in here. This space was saved for pools to be built. But I don't have the running water yet, so we'll ideally have canals going all the way from here down, and then there's spare space. There should be 4 right here. Yep, and there's going to be fruit orchards along this road here on either side. It's going to be beautiful. I have great plans for it. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.